Welcome, Mercs. In the next few minutes, we'll look at all the relatively new content which made its way into Vindictus. New and old players will be delighted to hear that the early content in the game, specifically Season 1, has gone through some changes, streamlining the experience, making it faster and easier to catch up with others, but also less of a hassle to level up another character. Raids from Season 1 now have hero difficulty unlocked. The Giant is one to keep your eye on for some exclusive drops for Lyn and Arisha. All of the characters received some tweaks or new skills as part of balancing, but it's an ongoing process as usual. There are still some obvious bugs lingering about though, like the famous unresponsive dodge. Lan and Fiona are next on the list to receive an update, and that should happen soon. Season 2 has seen some changes also, namely the removal of easy mode battles below level 50, and the story now starts only after finishing Season 1. Episode 4 is the grand finale of Season 2, set in a new location, which brings 4 new raids to the table, along with new gear for everyone. Armageddon is level 80 equipment, and Majesty from level 70. First in line is a revived hero, the Inquisitor Ulchus. He's pretty angry, so he trashed Malina with the help of his sword-controlling psychic powers, and it's on your party to teach him a lesson in good manners. The next thing on the list of every mercenary should be taming a bull. Lavasat is the ideal candidate for that kind of adventure. The key is to use chain hooks on its horn and pull him aside when he tries to charge into lava to regenerate his shell. Things start getting a bit messy with the next enemy, the Druid. It's an intense fight with a lot of lava rain, but also a heat gauge which increases after receiving damage. Don't let it reach 100% or you're in for a bad time. The last one in line is none other than the God of Death, a very fast enemy spawning clones and messing with party members. The most interesting part of this battle is near the end though. He enters a phase of self-destruction with area-wide attacks, which ignore defense and need to be dodged for a while. If all party members die, the battle is lost, so brush up on your dodging skills. There are also some new characters added to the game, so let's take a look. Lyn is the Princess of the Lost Kingdom wielding a glaive. In addition to standard combos, she can poke her enemies and apply a skill called Swift Assassin up to 10 times and detonate the points for massive damage. And her SP skills can be used without a cooldown under the effects of Jade Fox. Her defensive capabilities include evasive maneuvers, which take a bit of getting used to. Arisha is a very interesting magic-based character. She uses a spell sword and ranged magic focus simultaneously. Unlike the classic approach for left and right click attacks, the 2 buttons are used to control each weapon separately. The ideal way to play would be to release a mana stone, attack with a spell sword which enhances the power of the stone, and then retrieve it or activate one of its effects. She also has a mana point gauge which fills up while attacking. Activating the Mana Blade skill infuses the spell sword with mana and allows for new offensive capabilities and even bigger damage output. Her defense consists of a very promising perfect guard type of mana shield, which requires timing, and a dodge, which can be chained together with a bit of practice. Other improvements include a ping meter, multi-core hosting support, and it's also possible to dye your avatar sets. There's been an increase of the level cap, which is now 85, and completely new equipment was added, bracelets. They randomly drop from bosses, and depending on the quality, they have one or more slots for specific gems. All gems increase attack, defense, and health points, but each type has a main attribute. So fitting a diamond gem, for example, would increase attack by a larger amount. The good news is that it's possible to replace these gems with new ones, hoping for a larger increase, but also the option to keep the previous one instead. Gems can be acquired from special boxes which require keys, and those drop from the two newest battles, Succubus Queen and the Bloodlord Reborn. There are no revival options in hard mode on these battles, and transformation is not allowed either, as well as some special skills. The bosses have quite a large health pool and the battle is limited to 4 players at most. That's all that could fit for this time. There's a lot more new exciting content on the horizon, so stay tuned.